So demanding.
Oh, he's saying, let's go.
Let's do it now.
We're live,
Get
people.
on your knees.
We never did do our reel.
Get on your knees.
How come we never did our reel?
What, real?
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to do
I
a
was trying
reel.
to do stuff. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, God. I thought you were the...
I was too busy
I thought
flipping
you're
through books instead of the digital tablet.
You're the technology social media guy. You can't figure that out?
I am not I don't have that.
What? Damn. Oh, he's about to do one? Are you doing a reel? Is it live streaming? Should I put my shirt back on?
No, it's not live streaming. Not yet.
Put your freaking underwear back
Should
on.
I put my shirt? I should put... All right, my underwear's on. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not that kind of podcast, guys. Oh. How you doing? How you doing?
All right, it's the second half of the podcast on the late October 29th, right? Is it
29th, still the 29th,
October
yeah.
29th, 2024. We got lots of topics all lined up here. We had it's October. It's
It's
right
the
before
end.
Thanksgiving.
The
It's,
end of October.
Halloween's up there, and I'm so excited. And producer, thank you for jamming. Look at him. He's so like, fuck off.
No.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I got stuff going on. Dudes like us, I'm Sean.
I am Paul.
And I'm Jeff.
Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Wearing a nice little. Oh, you got a little sound bite going over there. You're recording. You just did.
He's reeling.
That's the real.
The real.
And if you don't like it, we can always delete it.
Oh, nice.
It's not like me jumping around gallivanting in the
You
middle
look
of
good, man. You look like John Travolta.
Dude, I
Little Stand Alive.
I look like that puffy fat kid from fucking Harry Potter.
What? You're talking about the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, when I was out there, I was like, look at me, guys. I've been practicing on my trampoline. I can jump for hours. Look at me. Oh, I fly, drive, feel. Oh.
Dude, but I almost pulled something. You were like, yeah, delete that shit. I look like a fat kid in a retard school.
Yeah.
Or whatever you said.
I did. The next morning, I was like, delete. What the fuck, Jeff?
All right. Yeah, I was drunk. I shouldn't have done that.
And I'm not drawing comparisons here, so don't be offended. But isn't there a German kid in The Simpsons that like loves chocolate?
Yes.
And he loves candies, and isn't he wearing a whatever you called it, a Lederhosen? Isn't he?
Yes.
Oh my God! Maybe you're the kid.
George smell like hot dogs.
Maybe you're the kid on The Simpsons, the German kid. Oh, you got to bring that up. Who's the look?
Jesus.
That's good.
That's my. There it is.
This is good
Oh
stuff.
no!
That is Sean.
Oh my God!
Are you gonna get a little video? I want to hear what his voice sounds like. Look, he's got a little German strudel, German chocolate cake. What is that little minute one there?
This is greatness. Oh my God!
I wonder where Jimbo is today. He should have beaten us up for our lunch money an hour ago.
Frau Lunch Lady, please to have another sloppy Jimbo. Das ist gut, nein?
No, that's your third helping, young man. It's making you fat and soft and tender.
Jesus.
You just cut in line, didn't you?
This is a Halloween.
What's attention, Ooter?
This
For
is
how long?
About 7
Uterbraten.
minutes a pound should do it.
Oh God!
all right, so that are
Okay,
Oktoberfest.
yeah.
All right, well,
It's
Sloppy Jimbo.
It's gonna go bad. All right, sorry to draw a comparison there.
all right, that's
Sean.
all right. Well, you know what it is.
I didn't mean to.
I'm a little frumpy. I get it. Actually, I'm a lot frumpy, but. So we had our annual Halloween party this past week.
Yes,
On Saturday,
and I was there because I wasn't elk hunting.
Oh yeah, we're
That's
very
a big.
excited.
Right.
That's
And your
a big
birthday
win.
passes past week. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, thank
Happy
you very
birthday
much.
Last week,
I appreciate it,
we
my
sang
friends.
happy birthday. You
And you got just as many elks this year that you did in
bastard.
all the other years
Correct, combined.
combined.
Yes, 0. A big goose egg. They're mythical creatures.
Do
They're
you
not real.
envision ever going back there doing that?
Actually, Shelly asked me that today. It was so bizarre. She goes, "You miss hunting?" I said, "I mean, obviously, I miss the camaraderie and around the campfire and sitting against a stump for 12 hours, in 9-degree weather. Of
Shitting
course,
in the gravel.
Oh yeah, wiping, scooching my ass in the ditch. Yeah, I miss all that. Of course.
Yes. Terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Tromping around in waist-high snow for what? For what? They're not even real. All right. What are we doing over here? We're taking pictures of me.
Whatever.
Are we transitioning?
No, I was
to
doing a
video?
live post here while you were talking about that. So yeah, we did the. You're not going to do the the elk hunting in Colorado anymore?
I don't know. I mean, the seasoned hunters that I was hunting with are talking about getting more points. Well, they have more points, and they're going to go to special.
I think what they're doing is they got a finite amount of roses, and they're kind of like, you get a rose and you get a rose, and they came over to Paul and they were like, and you don't get a rose.
Yeah, he's an asshole. No, I mean they want to go to they want to go to a spot where you have to pay points, where there's a higher chance of
they don't
getting
want
an elk.
people showing up that smell like fucking gasoline.
So like a farm. They want to go to a farm of elk.
If you have enough points, they herd them into a red barn and they open up the hatch.
Go.
And they say, boom, boom, fire, fire.
You get 3 bullets. That's it. Your helicopter just Gatling gunning them.
I got them now, Paul.
Anyway, so they are going to go to an area of Colorado that I don't have the points for it, and they don't want to exclude me, but it is what it is.
Well, frankly, I'm glad you didn't go because I was excited about you coming out to the Halloween party. So every year we have a Halloween party where we have themes at our house, and every year it's always fun. Every year, Jeff never dresses up, ever. He's like, I didn't think about it.
And neither do I.
By the way, I'm wearing green socks, so that kind of counts, doesn't it?
Yes.
By the way, he and I are in the same boat.
No, you're not.
I've never made a costume before.
You came out as Littlefinger once.
You're right.
And you came out as something else.
Okay. So
I came as the imp.
I'm not as bad as Jeff.
Tyrion Lannister. I had the T-shirt on.
You're right. You're right. I'm not in the same category as
I'm not a LARPer like you are.
You don't have to be a LARPer. You have to be a participant.
Costumer.
What the hell is a LARPer?
Whatever.
Sean?
No, I'm not.
Live action role player.
Oh God, really?
What? Because I wear a kilt every now and then.
Wow. No. And then you lunge around. When you're leprechaun,
I like wearing my little kilt.
He's a leaping leprechaun.
You know what I love most is my balls bouncing off the side of my legs whenever I wear that kilt.
Right. And you're jumping on your trampoline. Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
They're going against each other, so it's like
boing, boing.
Hey, laugh, but you never get so much comfort ever as walking around without underwear.
Oh,
I do it around here all day.
Yeah, roses. You probably sit in my chair I'm sitting in right now, don't you?
I edit Nude.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, great. You hear that, Mr. Producer? You're sitting in a pile of shit.
Yeah, you're sitting in the chair that he
you got anal grease.
Nude edits.
See, you got to cushion on your chair.
He's a nude editor.
No,
he's gonna bring his own.
Can we move on?
But you're right. I typically, even when I was a kid, I wasn't a huge fan of the I dressed up as a bum every year. I wore old clothes, and my mom would put charcoal on my face. That was it.
What the hell?
I was never big into.
You were poor?
Yes,
you
extremely.
couldn't afford Halloween costumes?
No, it was all handmade shit. And
wow. That's crazy.
And I wasn't big into the dress up thing. I mean, I did for Halloween, but never did too much. I did once in college because Halloween is really big at Ohio University, and me and my housemates went as zombies one year.
Whoa, stop. Housemates?
Housemates, yes.
Walk our listeners through
Who
that.
went as housemates?
Well, I lived with another guy.
Oh.
And then 3 ladies.
And you were all housemates?
Yeah, we lived all in the same house.
Come and knock on my door.
It was one big house. It was big. We called it the Big Green House. We had 1 bathroom, which was exciting.
That is exciting, especially when you're all in there at the same time.
And we had rules like that. And in the morning when we were all trying to get ready, if someone was in the shower, everyone else was in there getting ready. And then...
Virginia, have you seen my Monistat 7? It's over here somewhere. I'm trying to find it.
Yes.
It's right next to the Master Gill. I know it's half used, but that's okay.
The summer joy.
Are you naked behind that curtain?
But so the person would be showering. We'd all be in there brushing our teeth or whatever. And they'd say, all right, I'm getting out. Everyone would get out. And get out, and they'd put their robe on. We all had robes. We'd put our robe on, and they'd all come back in. And
were you peeking in the mirror?
No, you couldn't see anything.
Why? Because you had your eyes closed?
No, there's a curtain up. It wasn't like just an open shower.
Did you strategically place these small dental mirrors so that you can see?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I did not do that.
Wow.
Did you dream about it?
Did you have ugly roommates?
No, I did not.
Oh, interesting. We're going to have to dive into this in another podcast. No. Anyway, continue.
I don't think it'll be in a podcast. I think it's going to be in a
handmaid.
drunken stupor in Colorado somewhere after you get your oxygenated cabin set up.
Yes. Well, you have an oxygen generator. You're bringing it with you. Okay, cool. Go.
So anyway, I was never big into that, but I did dress up this last time. I was never a big costumer.
Well, look. So the theme of the party was retro arcade games.
Yes,
retro arcade games, video games.
Yeah.
And so everyone came as their, Mario Brothers and, Donkey Kong. There was a big black dude that showed up.
Was there a
as
Donkey Kong?
Yeah, that big black dude. Austin's friend showed up. What's his name?
Donkey?
Austin,
you forgot
speak
his
up there,
name.
senor.
He forgot his name. He has no idea what his name is.
Oh, Joe.
Really?
It was a good costume.
Really?
No, his name's really Joe.
Shauna's shatting over there.
I did not. All right, it was a little one.
God.
You got some microscopic. You could hear the hell out of that.
Yeah, it was loud.
It was loud. I heard it. Didn't know what it was.
He's deaf.
Wow. Thanks.
He's not deaf. He just has hearing aids.
I'm hearing impaired.
Oh, you're retarded based on that. I'm sorry. Special. You're specially retarded. Now, look, we had a bunch of people show up. And look, Austin dressed up as the Kung Fu Fighters. Was the Street Fighter?
Liu Kang.
Yeah, and
he corrected me.
Devin's
he goes,
Austin's cousin.
Not Kung Fu Fighter. It was Mortal Kombat.
The Street Fighter.
No, it was Street Fighter.
Oh, I thought you were Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, he corrected me because I was like, where's Liu Kang? And he's like, that's the wrong game.
Oh,
that's Mortal Kombat.
I thought it was Mortal Kombat. I thought, damn.
No, he was a Street Fighter guy.
There you go, Street
Fighter. Oh, sure you were. Yeah, that makes sense.
It was fun. Look, there was a bunch of my son Austin, the producer. He brought there was a bunch of friends that came over. They all participated.
It
was fun. It really was fun. There's a picture of us on Instagram, but Dudes Like Us podcast. If you check out on our Instagram page, you see the Chuckster dressed up as
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
He didn't get the memo that it was an 80s video game. And
retro.
Or did he say Madden? He was the Madden.
I don't believe Mahomes was alive in the 80s.
I don't think so either.
Whatever. But, Jeff, you showed up as the Joust, the video game Joust. You had ostrich with a...
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I was impressed.
Yeah, I had an ostrich and I made a jousting...
I got to be honest. Julie showed up and she was wearing that. She did her part.
Yes.
She did not look happy about it.
She was scowling.
At all.
I told her I got those and she's like, I love you a lot, don't I?
She did not look happy at all.
She's like, you're going to owe me big time.
That's right. So she was a good sport. She wore it longer than I did because it's a one size fit all. It fit her very well. It did not fit me very well because I'm 6'1" and it's tall and I'm a little bit thicker than her.
It fit you fine.
Well, the problem is the legs were tighter on me, and I was wearing shorts, and from the knees down, from wherever the shorts, it was just a sweaty mess because it's that vinyl-y shit.
Yeah.
But other than that,
but you had the little fan on your ass.
Yeah, but it wasn't reaching down there.
Oh,
so it was nice and cool up in the junk area.
Oh, good.
But down the knees below was just slick.
Great.
Slippery.
Well, I'm glad your junk wasn't, uncomfortable for you.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, but it was fun, and I made the joust things, the little, I don't even know what the hell they'll call those things.
There's a joust.
The jousting
stick.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought it's called the joust. No? I don't know. I don't know what the noun form is.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, I thought those were clever costumes. I made my costume from scratch.
I know. You went to Hobby Lobby and
you
sawed shit.
I did. I got some Lazy Susan spinners and foam board and spray paint and I went all out. And mine was we were tank commanders. It's the combat game.
Yes, and
Atari.
You had a nice cap as well.
We had they were actually pilot caps with the little goggles.
Right.
But I whenever I think of tank commanders, I think of like Rommel in the North African army, with like a leather cap and goggles. Anyway, so that's what we went with. We were both wearing those caps and
you did good. So for those that don't know, the Atari 2600 came out with that. Well, the very first game was Combat. They got these. You open it up, pop it back in there, a little cartridge, and there's 2 tanks in there. They also have jets. They have biplanes, and then they have the 3 jets and a big bomber. I don't know if you ever remember that one. But the 2 tanks when you're playing the tanks and you've got like different options.
I love that game. I played the shit out of that.
Oh, it's fun as hell.
And there's difficulty B. When you switch it over to A, it's like dunk, and the little projectile that comes out of the tank, it dissolves into the walls, but if you hit B difficulty, it bounces off the walls.
Yep.
So now you've got some strategic little aiming. You start to blast people, and once the tank gets hit from the projectile, it does this little spin thing, and that's what Paul did for his costume. Is he had the little lazy Susan that he had put together and velcroed it to his belly and carved out these 2 tank frames, little silhouettes, or
a black one and a red one.
There's a red and a blue one,
or blue. Yeah.
Oh man, it's perfect. So when he spins, it is kind of cool, man. And the jousting thing, and then I showed up as Duck Hunter, not the since you can't really see the Duck Hunter in the Nintendo game.
Oh, that's right.
You envisioned him.
Yeah, well, I had the Nintendo gun, with the little umbilical, the little cord that plugs into the Nintendo.
Sure.
And I bought a Duck Hunter shirt, and then I was envisioning myself as an 80s, 90s player. So I got the little headband,
shorts
little wristbands. I had the short shorts on, and
it was a good look.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
You had the tube socks working. I didn't even notice that.
Tube socks.
Oh yeah.
With the Go Fast stripes, all matching the wristbands and the headband.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it was hot.
And Tara was the dog, right?
Tara was the dog. She would chase after the ducks.
You had a rubber duck or goose or something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, whatever. There's a duck hunter, so it's a duck. You know, the thing is that she wakes up the next morning. Not the next morning, but yeah, I guess the next morning, and she's going to work, right? And I remember her getting up, and she's got actually it was Saturday, so it was Monday, the following day after that.
Right.
Because she dressed up and she got the dog and they got the makeup around. Because all she did was she bought a brown sweatshirt and sweatpants and turned into the dog that way. She made a few modifications. She's so crafty.
No, she's very crafty.
And she did her makeup that made her look like a little dog. And it was right on her cheeks. And so when she got up Monday, because, Saturday we partied. Sunday she was like,
right.
I don't think she did shit, which is fine, whatever. And Monday she goes to work and she's like, fuck, man, this makeup has agitated my face.
Oh, no.
So she could still clearly see where the
makeup was.
Where it was, because it's all red. So it's
blotchy round thing around her eye.
I was like, no, honey, that was not me in the middle of the night. I promise.
Oh, gross.
Yeah,
I was talking about kissing her.
It's caustic.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah.
She looked like a glazed donut in the morning for me.
It was a fun party.
We had a good time. We had karaoke going.
Karaoke was really in full force. Yes.
Yeah, we had fun doing it. Regardless the quality of it, it was still good. And
did you record everyone and
So
listen?
how do you know the quality, Sean? What'd you do?
All right. So for those dudes like us listeners out there, we are dabbling in alternative forms of doing remote podcasts, and I procured a Rodecaster Pro 2. Which is designed for podcasting. And it's a digital soundboard, just like the X32 Behringer that we have for our recording for the studio stuff. It's a smaller version, and it's got a little record feature. Very, very simple.
Right.
Super simple. I mean, if we were to do that with this podcast, like if we were to do that right now for just this podcast alone, it'd be perfect. Absolute perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, but
we probably should.
Yeah, but we've got too many things going on because we got the music, the intros, the outros.
Right.
We got extra stuff. There's just extra stuff going on. But we'll figure that stuff out. But my point is that I've never used a soundboard, and it's digital. Anytime I use something digital, it's new technology. I got to learn it.
Right.
And but we figured it out. It didn't sound too bad.
How was the quality? The quality of the singing wasn't great, but how was the quality of the sound?
The recording quality was impeccable.
Was it really?
Impeccable.
Like too good. That's the problem.
It was.
So you could hear how pitchy we were.
Heard all of the defects.
It was in high quality because it is in wave format. So it was.
So
super
nobody
duper.
sounded good. Not one person.
I didn't listen to all 3 hours 48 minutes.
And be clear, you already deleted it.
I have not deleted it.
Because
Did you just fast forward to the end?
I don't know. If you remember,
karaoke?
But you and I finished.
We did, and
it was amazing.
I heard a few sections of that, and I will not delete that. I'll wait for you to review that together.
No, I already know it's going to be horrible.
I think parts of it were really good. You sounded. Be honest, Paul. You sounded really good.
Did I?
You did.
Wow. Listen
you
to that,
did.
Jeff.
Desiree sounded fantastic. My sister-in-law. With their singing degree?
We had a song, Desiree and I did
which
together.
Which one was that? Was that, now I had the time of my life?
That's not it, no.
Oh, which one was it?
It's the one, No One Needs to Know Right Now by Shania Twain.
I thought it was Summer Nights, Grease.
No.
No, Summer Nights was with Tara's co-worker, Carmen.
Yes.
I think I sang that too. Summer loving had me a blast. I also sang the what is that? The Love Shot.
The Love Shack. Yes, B-52s.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
Really?
I don't know why. I like Rome, but I don't like.
How does it go? If you see a faded sign at the side of the road, it says 15 miles to the left. Okay, that's really.
You really hate it.
I do. I hate it.
Well, I think that's a fun song. And plus, you know what? It's a popular song.
Hate's a strong word.
Yeah.
Are you not a fan of the B-52s?
I like Rome. I just said
Do you
that.
like the?
What about Rock Lobster?
I was going to say you like Rock Lobster.
I'm not a fan of Rock Lobster. I'm hit and miss with that band.
All right, so we did a lot of Doobie Brothers. We did a lot of Eagles. There were some kids there that were singing some younger stuff I wasn't really quite sure of, but I don't care, man. Look,
see, that is Shelley's complaint about karaoke. Like, when you have a party, and I'm not dogging your parties, right? You guys love karaoke, but when you have a party, there's like, you want to put on a certain type of music to keep everybody going and excited. But when it's karaoke, people play crazy, stupid shit, like slow stuff that nobody likes.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that.
That's the challenge of karaoke.
I am not a huge fan of the singing the slow songs. I'm like, come on.
It kind of ruins the flow of the music.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of party downers, did you receive the dry erase markers I mailed you?
Yes, today.
Yeah.
I thought Shelley ordered them. She didn't order them?
No, I ordered those because I get sick of fucking going over to your house and we're having a good time. We're partying. It's a blast. And we whip out the Pictionary game. And, hey, let's go. And you whip out these fucking 1995 dry erase markers that never work.
Well, and they were tiny ones because we couldn't find the big ones. I think, were we using the big ones?
They're all dry, so you have like dip in water, like a reconstitute the ink.
Can you do that?
No, you cannot.
Oh, shit. We would have tried that.
That doesn't work at all.
You've tried.
Yeah.
Jeff is smoking. Yeah, I have tried.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. All right. I'll be sure to. Shelley might have already taken them. She'll put them in her bag and take them to school.
Oh, let's get ahead of that.
Yeah, I need to fix that. I'll hide them. And
you don't have to hide them. Just mark them for Pictionary. Don't you have the book there, the box?
Pictionary.
Hey, look. Look. Everyone has parties at the house, right? Dudes like us have parties. We go to each other's house. We do fun things. And I'll tell you what, I enjoy doing the karaoke. It's fun. I have to be at a certain level of drunk to do it, honestly. But the Pictionary, I enjoy doing it. It's guys fun. Against girls. It's so much fun.
And we destroy them.
Well, I mean, look, it goes both ways. Those girls are strong in a few seconds, too.
I know.
I mean, there are certain girls that draw really well. And for some strange reason, you and I are
gay.
like
Telepathic.
We are sometimes. You could draw something and I'll be like Antarctica and you'd be like, how did you get that? The Millennium Falcon. Are you fucking kidding me? Camel. Oh my God. I didn't even draw the hump yet.
He drew an animal without a hump and I said camel.
Even before.
He hadn't gotten to the hump yet.
I just drew the mouth.
Who does that? That was crazy. Anyway.
Did they have big lips?
Yeah, they were
camel lips.
Well, it was the cool cigarette hanging out its mouth.
Oh, there you go.
That's the marble. Is that a camel?
That is a camel.
Got that?
Because the cigarettes are called
camel. They're called camel.
Very good.
I got it. I just now got it.
Very good.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a fun party. Shelley left early because it was loud and
it was very loud.
It was very loud, and she didn't
was
like.
It?
Yes.
She didn't like the music, and she said she was going home, and I was like, but. And she was like, you don't have to leave. I was like, okay, see you later. And then I walked home.
But hold on.
Which was fine.
It was loud, but was it loud in the other room?
Yeah. It was loud everywhere.
So why don't you just tell me to turn it down?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, well, no, it was more than just that. She just wasn't feeling it. It's okay. It was no fault of anybody.
Because let's be honest, you have to have a certain amount of loudness to be able to
absolutely.
do the karaoke.
Absolutely.
So there's a difference between it was just loud.
It was loud.
Versus,
I know when I left, I heard it well outside.
Right.
I don't know if it's typically like that or if now you have it in the front room.
But honestly, that's not why she left. It was a combination of everything. She was hot. She was tired. She was, just not into it. She was loud. I mean, she just was in a mood, right? I mean, it's fine. It was nobody's fault.
People get like that. That's fine.
Absolutely. And she wanted to go home and go to bed. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just kind of hang out. I'll hang out. You know how you say it's like 10 o'clock. I'm like, okay, well, I'll stay here a little bit longer. 2 o'clock rolls around.
Yeah, my intention was to be home by midnight. I got home at 1.
Yeah, I got home at 2.
So you had another hour after I left.
Yes, because Sean and I were showcasing what really.
Well,
we did
no
some
one else was
Eagles.
there.
We were showcasing how karaoke
Well,
is
when I
supposed
left,
to be.
it was just me. It was us three and Tara. That was
Let's
it.
not forget Austin. Austin went up there and
He
did some
was-
showboat.
He was he was there when I was there.
No, he was comatose in the garage.
Yeah, he came. Well, he was at the end, but I tell you what, when his friends were leaving, including Tomb Raider chick, when they went out. Well, I mean,
You
just
call
the
her out.
whole group. Well, I mean, I remember her. I kind of don't vaguely. I vaguely remember anybody, but for some reason, I recognized Tomb Raider and Donkey Kong.
That was actually a really good costume. The
It
Tomb
was.
Raider chick.
So she was. They were in there, and Austin was like charged. He went in there. He was singing a song. He's fucking dancing. He looked like Greta
Thunberg.
Thunberg.
You said Greta.
You did.
It was the Led Zeppelin singer.
Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, he looked like Greta Van Fleet.
You guys both said Thunberg.
Yeah, I was like, Greta Thunberg? What the fuck, man? He looked like Greta Van Fleet. I mean, he was in there dancing, and he had the same kind of rapport. It was just like...
Did he have the afro working?
Oh, dude, he
the
did good. He did
mustache?
good. He was in there singing. He sounded good, and he was like... And she was taking pictures right in his face, and I was like, God bless, this is awesome. I want to get those pictures. And then they left, and then Austin went in the garage, and...
Comatose.
he turned a corner.
He said, I think I'm going to go to bed.
Did he hit the nose mill?
I don't know what he hit. I think he hit the bottom of the trash can. Honestly, I don't know what went out there. I know that we were searching for him, and we walked in and out trying to find him, and it turns out that he was in the trash can because he was literally his head was in the trash can, and he kind of blended in, so we didn't see him. I mean, because we got one of those big old 35-gallon ones in the garage. It's just kind of
That's
fun.
great.
It was Austin had a good time. We went upstairs. We made sure he was alive, and it was funny because he doesn't remember any of this. And I was like, tapping the bottom of his foot. Hey, can you feel that? And he was just like, get away.
I bet.
I was like, he's back. He's there. He's normal.
It was
Anyways,
fun. It
yeah,
was-
I had a
it
good
was
time.
It was a good time.
Chuck had a good time. Chuck left around midnight too. I think he was a little toasty. We had a few people show up that didn't that had not showed up before, and we had some regulars that didn't show up.
There were quite a few folks
Oh.
that I did not know.
And there was quite a few people that are there every year that weren't, which was weird.
Well, yeah. Well, some of it had to do with the every year you get sometimes
Hit
there's
and miss, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying,
Elk
things happen.
hunting.
People get in arguments. People get drunk, and then things are. Sometimes you get these little bar fights, kind of stupid stuff.
So they don't come next year.
No, yeah, and that didn't happen, but whatever. There's some drama. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it at drama.
I was actually this was drama free.
It was absolutely bona fide drama free.
Yeah. No, I actually noted that while I was leaving. I was like, wow.
Is this the night
I
that
don't think there was any drama.
Is this the night that Bronco got his nuts smashed?
No,
What?
That was the night before last.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, that was Sunday the night. Wes.
Somebody stepped on him?
Well,
His
Wes.
nuts smashed him
Yeah,
flat.
somebody come over to my house.
God, what?
Well, it's just one side.
Just one nut
It's
flat. God.
What are you talking about?
Well, someone had come over to the house. We were just sitting there talking. Look, it was a total accident. He obviously didn't mean it. But
Oh.
Bronco was sitting there, and he's got these big old fucking nuts that are the size of a fucking grapefruit, just kind of like hanging
Right.
there. And and Wes kind of like he's standing at the fireplace, and
And
he's
he's-
on the mantle, on the hearth below, and Bronco's balls are there, and he turns around and he steps on his nuts.
Oh,
And he
no.
squashes one. I've never heard Bronco make a noise like that before.
I was gonna. I would have.
We'd all make a noise like
I was
that.
gonna say we'd all make a noise like that.
Wow.
Yes.
That'd be awful.
Yeah, well, he's in bad shape. I looked at it kind of a little bit, but Mr. Producer has looked at it. If his mic worked, he could probably chime in and
Is he
explain
okay?
how it worked.
Probably need to take it to the vet.
He's not okay. Still,
I think he's fine. I think he just needs to heal.
is
So
he
I get
limping
it.
around?
No, not at all.
Is his sack split open?
Okay. Okay. Really?
I think the side of his sack.
Okay.
So it's
I don't know, Mr.
So it
Producer,
burst open.
Tell us what you saw.
I can't have this conversation. This is making me extremely uncomfortable.
Well, whatever. I don't. If he needs to go to the vet, I'll make sure I take him. But at this point right now,
Did it really
just
split open? It did not. If you would have taken him to the emergency room or with the vet or whatever.
Mr. Producer's shaking his head no.
Okay, good. So he's fine. He's just a pansy.
No,
I'm
this
kidding.
was legit. The dog made.
He's got one flat side now and one
Yeah,
like ball.
And the thing about it is he's a full bred, so we're hoping to pair him up with a female so we can harvest his ejaculate and
that dream
get some babies.
That just went out the window.
That dream is over.
Yeah. Well, no, he's got 2 balls. Only one of them was damaged. I mean,
we are aware of. It could have been the whole urethra tube.
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe he stepped on the Cowper's
It could be
gland.
vasectomized by now.
I can see the tagline on this one on the podcast. Like flat canine
Nutsack.
testicle.
Jeez Louise.
All right,
So
yeah.
we have Halloween party was this past week, and then we got Thursday that's coming up.
I'm excited.
We've got Halloween night that's happening, and in at my house when we have Halloween night, I usually set up the speakers out front, and we play some music, and we usually get it
will be
decorated.
there. We're
But
definitely gonna be
this year's a little bit queer. I don't know what's going on. Either my kids didn't give a shit, or someone didn't give a shit. But we don't have any decorations in the front. I'm like, WTF, man.
Don't you have like skeletal deers or something like
We've
that?
got all kinds of shit, but I'll tell you what my wife did.
You're
that
running out of time.
I wasn't a huge proponent of, but she did it anyways, is that we got a storage unit. I mean, I'm okay with people having a storage unit, but she moved all of
all there.
our seasonal shit to the storage unit. So it is a huge undertaking to fucking go over there to get your decorations and bring them all back. And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
What, you rent one in Durant or something? Where's the
No,
storage unit?
I don't even know. It's up the street about 2 miles.
Just get a pod and put it in your driveway.
Whatever. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
matter. The point
Perfect solution.
is that it's not decorated in the front. So I don't know what we're going to do Thursday. I was actually going to lean on some of my kids to go out and do something to get something. I don't know. We need some lighting out there. We got to make it somewhat Halloweenish.
You got your smoke?
Mr. Producer, do we have the smoke
Smoke
machine at the house? He's nodding yes. Okay. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It'll be
Is it strawberry flavor?
it's not strawberry flavor.
You have one night. You have tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't care.
Well, you have Thursday day.
Oh, yeah. All right,
I need to go to the
day
beer
off.
store though. Typically what I do is I load up our cooler and I bring it out front, and we got tons of candy we give out to the kids, and also a little knick-knack candy, little toys, little stuff like the stuff you find in a bubblegum machine,
And a little shot of beer to each kid.
Like a little ring.
No, but I do have full cans of beer and stuff to give out to the neighbors. So when they come up, I'm like, hey, what do we just pick out from the old candy chest here? It's full of, it's got like seltzers and gay-ass little
Trulies. And
yeah, whatever. Just
Dude,
whatever.
I have a ton of miscellaneous shit I need to get rid of. I'll bring it over to your
Dude,
house.
just bring it over, dump it in there,
Dude,
and
it's
I'll
driving me
dump
crazy.
I'll dump some ice on there, and I'll just say it's pot fucking luck. Grab it, move on with life.
I'm serious. I have, it's almost 2 shelves in my refrigerator.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. I dump it all because the parents come by and like, come back and think, because they've got like 3-year-old kids, 5-year-old kids, and they're kind of like, fuck yeah, I'll be back. You kidding me? I'm fucking tired. I can use a drink right now.
Dude,
we're going to hit that house again
That
and
was
again.
totally the way it was when the kids were little, and I'm sure Shelly just kind of rolled her eyes, but I was like, I made a massive rum and coke or a bourbon and coke in like a big glass,
Right.
and then we go take the kids out trick or treating.
You have like a camelback full of it.
Not a Camelback, but that would have been a smarter idea.
Well, I wised up. I got a trailer. I got a wagon. You know?
Yeah.
So I pulled a wagon behind me.
You had a
With a
mobile
cooler in
bar.
it?
I had a cooler. It was an open face cooler. It wasn't really technically a cooler. It was a bin, and I had dumped a bunch of beer in it with ice, and I had these little lights that were battery powered. You throw them in there, and they do like a little strobing,
Oh yeah.
and like 2 or 3 in there, so it's like you could see in there, and it was kind of people
Right.
were like, "Oh, what is that?"
That's
But
kinda cool.
I'll tell you, since I have 4 kids, it's difficult, man. I don't know about you, but carrying around candy can get kind of heavy, especially for
yeah.
these little rat bastards that don't know how to carry it. So you kind of like, all right, fuck it. Go to the house, load up a candy. When it starts to get heavy, come back and dump it in the wagon.
Right.
I will be your mule. And it worked out. So I had a variety of flashlights and lasers and all kinds of stuff. I had all the little
Glow
freaking
sticks.
late night
And
accoutrements.
you had all kinds of snacks.
Well,
Really
I didn't
quick.
have any snacks because I was chomping on the freaking Mars bars.
Well, that's what I meant. You had some nice sweet snacks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Maybe a pretzel bag.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Pretzel bag?
Yeah, I've gotten pretzel bags before.
No.
Or the boys did. I didn't, but now they'll give out little pretzel bags.
No, that's a
Brandon
shitty.
got a baked potato once.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
baked
not
potato.
cool.
little Glad bag of
A baked
mashed
potato.
potatoes and gravy.
We got these like Indian pastries one time.
Indian-
That's when you realize
Indian
they have
pasties. Are they
have
small little pasties for the nipples?
no pastries.
Oh.
That R is important. No, but that's when you realize that they had no idea what Halloween's about,
Right.
and so they just go into their pantry and start pulling out shit.
Right.
I mean, and then they're giving out king size candy bars.
Oh yeah.
I was like, no, you don't give out king size candy bars.
What?
They had no idea what they were
No,
doing.
I would totally hit that.
No,
house.
I get it, but that's not
As a kid, you were like, "Yeah, I'm hitting
that's
this
not what
again."
normal.
I'll be back.
That's not what normal
back.
people who know Halloween what they do, right?
We had a house like that once who gave out the big king size, and we hit that like 4 times. I get the big 3 Musketeers, and yeah.
Were you like hijacking kids that were coming from the house? I saw you there. Give me the big.
No, we never.
Give me your big bars.
Didn't have a problem with stupid kids stealing candy or anything like that. Never had a problem like that.
No, I'm talking about you. Were you the
no,
bully?
I never did that.
You didn't have a problem getting it, but because you were the
no,
bully.
I stopped. I stopped probably
Being the bully?
7th or 8th grade is when I stopped doing the Halloween.
Yeah, because they go around. They don't even dress up, and they take a pillowcase and they walk around, and any people that like go to bed or are not there, they stick out a whole bucket,
Right. Yep.
and they take the whole bucket and dump it in there.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I
Bunch
mean,
of
it gets.
hoodlums.
I mean, I stay out there till 10:30, 11 o'clock. I mean, I'm out there for the long haul, and I like playing the music. I love having fun with it. I mean, it's fun for me. I mean, I enjoy it.
Do you guys still do the pumpkin carving?
We did the pumpkin carving. It was a huge success. So my wife goes out and
Like
she buys.
this year? You already done it?
yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, we did it about a week ago.
I don't think
And-
we haven't done it in years.
We haven't done it in years.
dude, look,
Now
I
that the
encourage
kids
it.
are grown, so we don't do that.
Well,
shit
our kids are
anymore.
grown and we do it.
Good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I encourage you to do it. Make it.
Is it something
invite Steven, invite Camden over here, and have a little hot dog night, and whip out a 6
hot dog.
whatever.
Hot dog.
Yeah, so we
some
had a whole backyard. We had Brendan, Austin's friend. We had Alex. There was
And you had an event.
dude. We had in the front yard. We had like 10 pumpkins out there, all carved. And
Are they out there now?
No, Austin just threw them away yesterday because they were
Rotting already?
it's fucking Texas,
What the hell? That's supposed to last until Halloween night.
It's okay. It's all right. It's
These
all right.
bastards.
It's all right.
Were they all inappropriate carvings?
No, they were actually really good. I
Big
mean,
penis.
it's funny. Malin made one that was a dog, and then she carved out one that was a dog, and then we had a really small pumpkin, and she made a little piece of poop. So she carved out a pumpkin that the dog looked like it was perched over, like it was
Had
pinching.
the poop hunch.
Poop hunch.
I wish
Yeah.
Austin's mic worked so he can tell what the other people made, but because I don't even really remember. But imagine just a variety of different pumpkins all lined up our
Yeah,
stone
that's
little
fun.
walkway.
That's
It was
fun.
cool, and we took a bunch of pictures. I got a bunch. I should post them, but I didn't.
That's too bad that they already went bad. I don't understand that. Usually
It's
they,
Texas. Come
I
on.
know, but they last at least a week.
If you don't carve them, they last a long time.
Yeah, like we have 2 or 3 pumpkins out in the front that aren't carved, and they're still there.
Yeah, those will last a couple weeks.
Yeah,
2-3
but you
weeks.
could tell. I mean, if you go in the front, it's like you could because look, Austin picked them up and he was like, dude, it was gelatinous. It was nasty.
Yeah. Oh,
I was like, dude, he went out there with one bag. I was like, you need to go get a couple more bags because those things are gonna fall apart as soon as you touch them.
those things
Yeah.
are
And that
nasty.
was true.
Nasty.
Do we have any pumpkin vandalism where I don't think I've seen them in our neighborhoods where
The bigger kids
Yeah.
come
and throw them in the street. And
Oh
shit
yeah,
like
and they're
that.
nasty, right? There's shit going
I don't
everywhere.
think that's so much. I think that was first of all that does happen, but I don't think it's happened here. I don't think we have time to do that because I think some of the East Coast places where the temperature drops in the 60s and 50s, those pumpkins are preserved. But when the temperatures are reaching 80, 90s in fucking October in Texas, come on, no,
Yeah.
those things are dead.
Apparently, it might rain Thursday night. That would suck.
Well, my weather thing said it was going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay, good. Drifted back a couple days.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. All right, well, I'm looking forward to it. I
Mr.
know the
producer,
kids.
is it rain on Halloween?
I know the kids are grown and it's not quite as exciting as it used to be, but I kind of miss it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The last couple of years, we have so few kids in our neighborhood. We just turn off the lights and don't ever put anything out.
Right.
Like we're the Scrooged family, right? That doesn't even participate.
Oh, that's that house.
Yeah, that house that keeps the lights off and leave us alone. We're watching.
Mr. they're in there. I
Mr.
can see 'em
Producer
in the
just pulled it
window.
Yeah,
up,
we're
and
watching TV.
There's no rain on Thursday whatsoever.
Right, with that.
In fact, it's
with that couple.
clear skies, sunny.
Oh my God, they're naked on their couch. Come look.
watching period pieces.
God.
What?
Yes.
Watching Victoria.
Jesus.
Hello. I can't believe it.
Queen Elizabeth
Look at my
gets
crotch.
beheaded again.
He pressed himself upon me. I don't think I didn't hate it.
No, so this week, this year will be fun. I can't wait for you guys to come over. I mean, we're gonna have fun. I mean, it's not like gonna be like that one night. I set up a bunch of stuff. We had the whole front done. We got hot dogs cooking in the back. I mean, dude, usually
I'm gonna be there.
Usually, Tara makes a fucking feast, and I'm waiting for Jeff to show up and waiting for Jeff, and I'm texting and nothing. And he claims he forgot.
I did.
Yeah.
I know what really happened.
did.
He won't admit it, but I know what happened.
No, he drank until he passed out and woke up the
he
next
was
day.
like, I'm not going. He turned his phone off
I didn't turn
or
my
simply
phone off.
ignored
Were
it.
you watching Game of Thrones? Is that what happened?
I have no idea what I was doing.
He was busy because I texted him several times without a response until it was too late.
I don't
If it
recall
makes you feel better,
I can pull it up.
I got
saved it.
none of that. I got none of that treatment. No text. No, are you coming?
Oh.
Like, you're invited. I got none of the.
Well, you weren't part of
I
the
got
program.
no harassment whatsoever. So I don't know.
Well, you're
maybe you should
usually-
feel better.
That's because
I
you're
feel
usually
a lot better.
in elk hunting.
No, that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell?
I just need to plug myself back into the dudes like us.
Well, you're doing it.
routine
You're going to
that you
show
guys
up
are
there.
doing.
Jeff is going to take a sweet ass time. Probably do whatever he's going to
Okay,
do.
Show up like at 9.
If
He'll
I'm
show
going,
up right
you're
before we
going.
shut down.
I'm going to go.
Just in
Okay.
time to play
I'll be
Barbara
there.
Streisand
All right.
Evergreen.
Oh,
Shoot
yes.
it down the
Let's-
street.
We did do that.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Oh, we did it. Well, it's a good
There's-
Halloween.
There's no better way to ruin Halloween than blaring Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, but Jeff and I have cultivated
ridiculous.
a Halloween list through my Amazon account.
how does that even make sense? Why?
It doesn't. That's the point.
Well, we played it for Andrea down the street.
Well,
Yes.
then I want Barry Manilow. If you're going to do this, I want.
We may have some
we could
on
do
there.
Copacabana.
Yeah, there you go. Or I write the songs that make.
No, we're not going to do that. You know what we did do is we did a lot of Stranger Things theme stuff, but
whatever.
oh, dude, it sounds wonderful out there. I tell you what, the one thing in addition I'm going to do to my sound system is I'm going to add another subwoofer.
Ooh.
Not another. I'm going to add a subwoofer because I used to have the subwoofer out there. I used to have a subwoofer for all my occasions on my pro audio stuff for
Well, what
DJ
happened
and
to it?
carry. Well, it became damaged from abuse.
You blew it out.
I didn't blow it out. Somebody else blew it out.
You say if it gets damaged by abuse, it gets blown out.
Well, Austin put it up there. Preston blew it. My son. Preston literally blew it. He was like, I don't understand why it's not working. Well, what's going on with it? Well, I was outside in the back in the field, and it just wasn't putting out the sound. I was like, dude, you're in a fucking field. It's not designed for outdoor. It is designed for outdoors, but you don't. It's not. It's
There was a
designed for a
limit,
field.
right.
You know.
I understand. I put it on max, and I turned my phone on max.
Oh, dude, it was horrific. I was
farting,
so
was
disappointed.
it farting everywhere?
Dude, it was $1,000, over $1,000 subwoofer.
Oh, shit.
Period. I mean,
That's
it was
not
high
cool.
dollar. Granted, it was old.
He owes you big bucks.
Whatever. That's fucking lost.
Was it a
That's-
PV or a Serwin Vega?
It was a Mackie.
Mackie?
It was a high caliber product. It was a nice product. That thing would
Was that the
shake
big-
the bowels of the house.
That wasn't the big bass guitar amplifier.
No, that one I gave to Scott Cash
Oh, good.
for the bass guitar thing.
All right,
This
good.
one was it was a big box. Look, dude, it was big. It's about as tall as this table.
Damn. So you're
was-
not going to buy another one. That doesn't make sense.
I am going to buy another one.
Really? You're going to invest more money into this? There's got to be another
Hey, look,
solution.
I enjoy. What?
I don't know, man.
I need the low end. It's not just for Halloween. It's for special events.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look, in our house we have special events.
You do.
They happen a lot,
True.
and they not just us, but
It's
we
an
go.
investment.
Yeah, it is. I got the soundboard for the investment. And it's not only for the podcast. I was like, that was the whole angle. I was like, oh, I got the soundboard for our parties.
Right.
It is totally for the podcast, but whatever. It works for the parties, and so I got it. It did. It sounded great. I think that we can control some of that volume by adding the subwoofer. We add a little low end in there, and I think that's fine.
Cool.
And
Well,
we're
I'm
just-
looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Cool. And it's usually pretty busy on the street, but that smoke machine is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And I love taking.
Oh, it was
the
covering
laser.
the whole street.
Oh, the whole street
It was
was
like
just
this
like
fog.
smoke everywhere.
There's like car wrecks.
I mean, it was thick.
Well, you gotta drive slow out there, and I got this laser out there that has this little filter.
Oh yes,
and it makes all these designs in the smoke,
in the trees.
Oh, it was freaking. It's a blast. So
it's one of those that you could actually hit a plane with. It's that powerful.
Oh, that's good.
And I read. Speaking of those lasers in the planes, they are able to. There's somebody who just got busted doing that.
Oh, they could triangulate that.
That's incredible that they can do that.
Well, it's like they knock it down. They know almost like exactly where that person is somehow. Like the pilots will like, it's this location.
Even if you flash it like for 1 second.
Yeah.
They can find
I don't know
you.
about 1 second, but Well,
I don't know, but they found this guy.
Isn't it like tracing a phone call that you have to keep them on the phone long enough for them to trace
it? We got 30 seconds.
No,
right?
it's
20 seconds.
Look, those planes have cameras on there, so it's point of contact. They know. They could see all the lights around there. They know. They take a snapshot of it. They see it. They know exactly where that light came from.
So I should buy one of those and stand at your house.
Whatever, man. I mean, look. It's not going to happen. I mean, I shine that thing up into the sky, and it's
careful.
So bright. It's so bright. Oh, it's whatever, dude. Just don't fucking shine at a plane. You can see a plane.
Do you see a reflection off the moon?
Well, you don't see it go that far, but what you do see that you don't normally see is the
particulates.
The particulates. It lights up. There's like a cone going up. It's so strong. Yeah, I've seen some lasers. The red ones, the green ones, the blue ones, and then the purple ones. The purple ones are like fucking go forever. You can just go forever. You can
that's
see
that's a wavelength thing.
Correct.
If you notice that colors underwater, they dissipate very quick. Red dissipates almost immediately.
How far do the lasers go, Mr. Producer?
Will it reach Voyager?
It will.
Will it pass Voyager? Because they are now outside of our galaxy.
Our solar system.
Solar system, correct.
Yes. Outside of our galaxy would be freaking intense.
Well, they passed it, and apparently there's it's past the solar winds.
Nice.
There's only a part, because it goes...
How are they able to still communicate with that thing? That's amazing.
I know.
Well, they don't. They send a signal. And it takes
a long time.
It takes a long time.
Like 90 days to get there, if
really?
not longer.
Yeah.
It's a long.
Well, you have what they're faced with now, because you have the solar winds, and there comes a point where the I don't know what you call it, space winds are equal. So there's like a line that they could physically say. Well, it's not a line that you could see, but there's a demarcation that says solar winds in here. You have the universe winds.
That's amazing.
And then you're past it. So no more solar winds.
Deep space.
So now you're into the...
Are they in deep space?
Yeah, they're out there now.
Damn.
Both of them are.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it literally was launched in the 70s?
I think Voyager 1 was.
That's incredible.
Is that the... Oh, that was a good...
How are they able... Why is it still alive? Like in terms of like...
They've figured out ways to adjust it throughout the years. With whatever's on board.
I mean, you would think if they had a battery or whatever, it'd be dead.
It's right out, 77. So they've figured out ways to make it more efficient and manage it remotely like that.
Wow.
And make adjustments
imagine
and shit.
that it will eventually hit an orbit and it'll eventually get sucked into some sort of planetary
black hole
gravity or black hole.
So I don't know, man, because this... Space is huge.
It really is.
So its last planned contact is 2036. After that, I guess they're thinking it's going to die. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But they put some interesting things on there. Like they have I don't know if it's a platinum or a titanium little record disc on there of different songs and language. I think the Beatles are on there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we're assuming someone has something to play it with.
They have
a groove.
They have a language and alphabet of Sumerian and Greek, and they have all kinds of languages on there. It's pretty sophisticated, kind of the stuff that they have.
So aren't there multiple of these?
There's two.
You know when they show the man and the woman, and it's like the Da Vinci.
Whoa!
Da Vinci man.
What if they represent? Oh, they don't have trans people.
That's the Vitruvian man, I believe it's called.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like another probe that they sent out.
That's Voyager 2.
That has like it shows about what humans are like and all that kind of stuff. Is it so? This is Voyager 1 you've been talking about.
Voyager 1 passed it. Voyager 2 also passed the thermal wall or whatever they want to call it.
What does Voyager 2 look like? Show me a picture of that one if you can. Golden disc. Information about humanity.
A gramophone.
Gramophone. Okay, so you're talking about Voyager 2. Or maybe, okay.
I think Voyager 1 is just absorbing information and sending it back.
Maybe.
I don't think it has any kind of, hey, we're humans.
Yeah, there was one that had a bunch of stuff on there. They have they do have the Da Vinci picture of the dude, and they show male, female. They have all the different graphics.
Uranus.
So looking at Uranus?
Uranus.
Who's anus?
Yours.
So it's I find it fascinating. You know, I mean, it's going to go. I mean,
that is awesome.
Someone will eventually find that. I mean,
they won't.
No.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you. No one will ever find that.
I'm not us. We'll never find it, but
an alien, right? I don't think so.
No, it's too small.
It is.
I think space is too big.
Oh, maybe they've already found it.
And even let's say hypothetically that it will get sucked into something, and if it does, even a gravitational pull into something similar of our type of planet, it'll
burn up.
It'll dissipate
millions and millions
in the orbit
and millions of years from now. Yes, possibly longer than that. But yes, the golden record consists of 115
I'm thinking like next year.
Analog encoded photographs, greetings in 55 language, a 12-minute montage of sounds on Earth. Ooh, what kind of sounds?
Sounds farts.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a lot of recordings.
Gross. 90 minutes of music.
Dudes Like Us podcast.
Yes.
Oh.
And they're like, we were going to go to Earth, but after listening to these three fools, I don't think there's any need. Anyway, so
what does it say? Ferris was involved in each of its sections in some way. What's Ferris? Like Ferris Bueller?
Who's Ferris?
Ferris the Iron? Or
I don't know who Ferris is.
But his largest role was selecting the musical tracks.
Oh, okay.
So who is Ferris?
I don't know who Ferris is. Oh, the
Golden Record.
Producer of the record. Ferris somebody. Interesting. Okay. I guess we're going to need to know who Ferris is.
The exercise says Ferris involved
Lomberg and Ferris.
Presumption. Or was that? Presuppositions.
Timothy Ferris. Okay. I don't know who he is, though.
Never heard of it.
So that's the record that they basically put together. Was it made out of gold?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It looked
gold colored.
It sure was. You know, speaking of NASA accomplishments or SpaceX accomplishments, please tell me that you saw the largest rocket booster ever made come down and land land on its own in the little arms.
It was pretty weak.
Dude.
No, it was awesome, man.
I think it was incredible.
Just the calculations and the math and the know-how to do that.
Astounding.
That was the first time it's done that, right?
Yes. The first time they attempted it.
That's what I mean. The first time worked.
Yes. On the recovery of the booster vehicle, yes.
How come they just didn't land that one like they did the other one?
That's a great question. I wondered the same thing.
Why did they add difficulty in grabbing it?
I don't know.
Prior?
Yeah, I mean, why before? This was the first time they attempted this, right? Where they actually grabbed it out of the air?
Well, actually,
I don't know.
They don't grab it.
It
comes down. It has like little notches.
They're called chopstick arms.
Yeah, it just sets itself down on the arms. The arms didn't move at all.
Oh, they weren't like
no
moving?
I think yeah, you're right. It was basically a cradle.
Yes, it was.
It landed in there.
It was a cradle, and it just set itself down on the arms.
It's ingenious, and the way it landed amazing. Was like so perfect because
it was very cool.
You're looking at this tube, and then you have this fire that's shooting out the bottom, and it's directional. So the fire is adjusting constantly.
Oh yeah.
To maintain.
Man, I'm sure it's all AI driven or robotics or automation, and it's just.
Of course, think somebody had one of those Atari joysticks.
Yeah. To the left, dude. To the right. To the left.
Well, I think what's a fascinating.
Here's a video of
it. That thing
October
is moving.
13th.
Look at
that
this
thing is moving so fast it does a sonic boom. Right
well, it's coming down. Yeah,
it's astounding. That thing is ginormous.
But see the flame and how it's going back and forth.
That is,
and it starts to lean. I mean, it lands right in there. I thought right here when it was just past the cradle.
Did you see them move?
Yeah, it did move in. The little
It's
chopstick
absolutely
arms.
perfect. It's the landing was absolutely perfect.
See, so the arms do move.
Well, I think they did come in as soon
Did
as
they?
Yes, they did.
I thought it. I for sure saw it move. Watch it right there.
See?
Oh,
See
they
it
did. They
moving?
squeezed in.
See?
Yeah,
You're
I think,
right. My fault. I didn't see that.
So what it is? It's V-shaped, and once that bottom passes it, it immediately starts to come in to grab. Because if you look at the very top, it's got two little arms.
Two little arms, yeah.
Dude, it
Actually,
is
I think it's 3.
How tall is that thing? Do we know?
20 stories.
ginormous.
Yeah, it's big.
It's the largest rocket ever created, ever made, and it's the one.
Look at
it's
that.
the
It's
one
got
that's
4 tabs up there.
necessary.
It lands right in that cradle, and
Yeah.
it's just impeccable. Look, it's perfect.
It's perfect, and it's this is the rocket that's needed to take them to the moon and to Mars. Just so you know, because it's the one that can get it outside of Earth's gravity.
Yeah, but the thing is they got to figure out how the hell they're going to get back, where they're going to store the fuel. So does that mean they're going to have to send all that fuel up there in advance and land it down there? You're going to have a bunch of rovers down there loaded with fuel.
I think the plan to go to Mars has a stop at the moon. Is that right?
I don't know.
Are they wanting to build something on the moon for it to be a staging area to go to Mars?
I think that's a huge mistake, and I don't think
I don't
if you want
remember.
to jump on this category. Because I don't think you need to fuck with the moon. The moon. Look, I'm telling you. You guys laugh. I'm telling you that the moon is symbiotic to.
Yeah, but they're not going to move it out of the way or anything like that. It's
Man,
impossible.
Well, we're digging on Earth, changing the density of Earth.
The ratio from
It's not
Earth to
screwing
moon is
anything.
way different. I'm just thinking I wouldn't fuck with the moon. They're talking about. I mean, look. You laugh. I'm just saying it's symbiotic to the Earth.
I know.
You know, and I think it's more. It's worse on the moon than it is the United States or the Earth, because you could do a bunch of shit on here. It's not going to have an effect out there. That's the moon is basically controlling our.
It was
Our-
controlling lots of stuff.
It's the Earth, the tides, and the tides are
Yeah, but why-
what are creating.
but why
the
do you think that
polarity and
Well, why do you think we have the ability to do anything to the moon that would make it like change its orbit
Density.
around orbit around the Earth?
Man,
We
look,
can't even do.
the thing
we
is
can't do
I
that.
don't know. I don't know jack shit about that. I do know that the moon is instrumental because it does have a magnetic pole.
Yes.
And it's sucking the
And you think
water
it's-
on the planet.
And you think it's fragile? I mean, it's not fragile.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I do
Well,
know.
it's been pelted by humongous asteroids in the past.
That's true.
Yeah, but how long ago that caused our dinosaurs to die? Kind of asteroids.
6 years ago.
Yeah. What one hitting 6 years ago and one was 7.
Is that where it made the heel boom and it rung like a bell?
Yes,
Yep.
it rang like a
Oh, and
Because
everybody
the
was
moon
like,
is hollow.
everybody's like, God, what's that annoying sound?
Yes.
Anyway, I have an interesting factoid.
Uh-oh.
If you were to pick a country or continent on the Earth that is the diameter or that the moon could fit in, which one do you think? it is?
Antarctica.
Okay, what do you think, Jeff?
Probably Asia.
It is Australia.
That was my next guess.
The width of Australia is almost exactly what the moon is. Isn't that fascinating?
So it wouldn't fit inside then.
Well, if it's inside, just
Kinda
just
scrape a
barely.
little
So
bit.
what's bigger, Australia or Antarctica?
I'm going to say Antarctica is, well, I mean, that's the problem with Antarctica is there's landmass and there's ice, right? So if you're talking about the land portion of it, I don't know.
Yes. Well, Asia is the largest continent.
Yes. But yeah, that was a factoid that Shelley and I learned not too long ago. We thought that was very interesting. That if you want to know what the relative size of the moon compared to the Earth, then look at Australia. That's how big it is. Fascinating, huh?
Well, Antarctica is bigger. Almost, it's 3.6
Well-
million kilometers versus 8.5 million kilometers.
Well, Greenland is
It's ginormous. It's bigger than everything.
tremendously large.
It's always so jacked up on these maps. I don't understand that.
It's a construct to. What? The idea was to make it seem insignificant. I don't know, and it's amazing how you got such a big. And why do they call that a continent? And who owns it?
It's not that big, though.
It's owned by Oslo or Copenhagen or
it looks big, but it's not that big.
Scandinavian area. Some up there.
Iceland, maybe?
It's
Okay.
not Iceland. It's
All right, show me Australia. This is a pretty cool deal you're doing here, Mr. Producer. He's got a 3-dimensional thing of the Earth. There you go. That's pretty damn big. Australia.
It's Denmark. That's what owns it.
Wow, look at that.
Australia.
All right, so that's basically the size of the moon.
Actually,
So if the moon,
that's Oceania.
so is that east to west or north to south?
I think it's east.
Or
Because I don't think the moon is oblong.
The side. The sides.
It's a rhombus. It's elliptical.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me.
I mean, come on, let's be specific. You're gonna throw freaking
That's what
factoids out there.
Well, that's what they said.
Who's they?
I didn't read
Who's they?
It's they. They.
Is this like on Star Trek?
He saw it on Bridgerton.
Yeah, it's on Bridgerton, where she was like,
Was this on the Acolyte Star Wars episode from Disney Channel?
"Oh, I don't think I like your attitude."
Your attitude. Yes.
Anyway, fascinating stuff. All right,
Oh,
I would like to. No, I would like to talk about something. How much time do we have?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, that's plenty of time.
do we really?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I would like to bring up something that I find fascinating. So remember how, my wife is always like, "Oh, I'm a child of the 50s. I wish I grew up in the 50s, because that would have been such a better
She's
time."
a child of the 50s.
But she's like, "Oh, the music was awesome.
Oh,
and
she liked the 50s.
And society was awesome. It would have been so amazing to be born in the 50s." And that made me think. What was life like? Not necessarily in the decades, because we know what the decades were like. But what about the centuries? Like, how we think we have it bad now, right? But what was like living in the 1300s, 1400s, 1500s? Like, how awful.
I kind of think that
been.
there are major consequences that are there are consequences for your actions that you can't turn around. So, meaning, like, nowadays, if you do something and you get hurt, there are medical doctors that can help fix you.
Sure.
To prolong your life. It's not very forgiving when back in the earlier times. I mean, some of the holistic medicines that have been
medicinal.
shunned,
Medicinally,
but they didn't live longer back then because I'm saying that you had to be smart about what you were doing, and you didn't know how to be smart because the school systems weren't there.
Well, they didn't even have
They didn't have
education.
schools.
They did, Little House on the Prairie.
This is not the 1300s.
Oh, you didn't say that.
So yeah, well, I could. So what I did was I asked ChatGPT. I said, "Give me a description of what it's like to live, like very personal on an individual level, what life would have been like throughout the centuries." And I don't have to go through everything. What do you guys want to start with? It's 1300s, 1400s, 1500s.
Do the 13, 15, 17.
All right, we'll start. Okay, so it has a pro and a con of each of these centuries.
This is interesting.
Yeah, the pro was if you were a farmer, life was simple, revolving around the seasons in close-knit communities. The feudal system meant you worked on land owned by a lord, which provided stability and protection.
To my lord.
Right? But the cons were life was short, often harsh, and the Black Death hit in the mid-1300s, so killing off entire villages and decimating families. Hygiene was poor, bathing was rare.
Yeah.
Towns were...
Whoa. What does that mean, rare?
Rare. Nobody bathed.
They didn't
So
have any running
1300,
water.
how have to...
Nobody
They have running water back then.
Yeah, nobody bathed. And the towns were dirty, leading to frequent illness. Opportunities to break free from your social status were few, and only a few lucky few had access to education or travel. Your diet was primarily bread and porridge, and meat was reserved for special occasions.
So it says in the 1300s, people typically bathed once a week.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying it says bathing was rare.
People washed their hands and face regularly during the 1300s. They often using an ewer and basin. Early washing and was especially important because of the prevalence of fleas and lice. The poor of those living in the countryside might wash themselves with a wet rag,
right,
at a horse trough,
right. The point is,
or dunk themselves in a nearby body of
Most
water.
likely, everyone here would have been poor.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So what did they use to
Very
bathe?
few that just spit.
They've got herbs, soaps, a tub, a board for food and drinks, a striped linen towel, personal grooming tools. Jeff, that would be a
To delice your
chainsaw
pubes.
for your nasal hairs.
Yes. So what are the cons of the 1300s?
Well, yeah, that was the cons. That life was short and blah, blah, blah. All right, so you want me to skip the
so there's... Hold on. Well, what are the pros for the 1300s?
Well, if you
It
were...
was fun.
Yeah,
farming.
Life
Yay.
was simple, life revolved around the seasons.
They work really hard. They
communities.
get shit-faced at night. Rinse, repeat.
Well, I don't even know if they could afford alcohol, but yeah,
Well, they just make their own.
ale or shit like that. Yeah,
Just
and so
ferment something.
they had stability and protection from
Probably smoking that wacky tobacco.
from the feudal lord that was owned. They got, it was just very simple. All right, so you want me to skip to 1500s?
Yes.
All right, growing sense of curiosity. These are pros. Growing sense of curiosity around the world, and explorers were bringing back stories of exotic places and spices and new foods like tomatoes and potatoes. If you were in a city, Renaissance brought art and science that inspired people to think differently. You might hear about new religious ideas, even own a book if you were wealthy enough, thanks to the printing press.
Oh.
This is the 1500s.
Well, hold on. That's the Gutenberg printing press.
Correct.
Right. All right, the cons. Wars between Catholics and Protestants affected many regions. If you were accused of practicing witchcraft or had unconventional beliefs, you could face serious danger, especially if you were a woman. Life for most was still dominated by hard labor, and if you were poor, access to education and upward mobility were nearly impossible.
So the world population, this was the 1500s, right?
1500s, yeah.
So the 1500s, the world population was 450 million. Technology, we'll skip over that. The disease, the epidemics regularly swept through and cleansed and purged the population. Lifespan was what? What do you think?
Probably 40s.
No, I was going to say 30-something.
It was 30 to 33 years old was the typical lifespan. A third to half of children died before they were 16.
Jeez.
The life of the 1500s was harsh, short average lifespan, high infant mortality, and lack of basic comforts.
Pass.
Yeah, that doesn't sound appealing, does it?
No.
I mean,
But back then, ignorance is bliss. They don't know.
they don't know better. Yeah.
Well, what are they going to, in 500 years or 700 years from now, what are people going to be living like?
So there were
Right.
there were
That's the
tons
difference, right?
Yeah.
in the
They're gonna
1500s.
They're going to look back now, the 2000s. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Because we're progressing logarithmically right now in terms of technology and how it's affecting our quality of life and how it's giving us opportunities that we didn't have before. I mean, you know what I mean?
We may just be like that movie or Wall-E where we're just in big fat blobs with computer in front of us.
So in the 1500s, there were a ton of rebellions. I don't know if you know about that. I mean,
yeah.
Is it the French
specifically-
Rebellion?
No, the peasants a lot revolted against the harsh conditions and abuses of the power by the nobles.
So that was the beginning of unions?
The Peasants' War 1525, German revolt against the lords and the religious upheaval.
Was that when Robin Hood came about?
Yes.
most
And they
likely.
started wearing those tights.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love those types.
There's a sexy attire back then, I think.
Maid Marian?
Yes.
All right, jump over to the 1300s. What does that say?
No, are we skipping the 1700s? Are we going to 1700s?
Are we going down or up?
We're going up.
We're going up.
Oh.
All right, here are the pros.
1300s is Middle Ages. By the way.
Pros of the 1700s. Enlightenment ideas might have started to reach you through pamphlets or local discussion, giving people new sense of hope for rights and freedoms. There was excitement in the air as revolutions in America and France fought for the concept of democracy. Daily goods were slowly improving, more access to tea, coffee, sugar if you lived near a trade route. But on the cons, most people still didn't see real change in their lives as wealth and power were in the hands of the few, and if you worked in an early factory, conditions were terrible, long hours, low pay, dangerous machinery. Wars and colonization continued to disrupt lives, and if you were enslaved or lived in a colonized area, life was brutal.
Yeah, you pretty much summed it up. I'm kind of doing some comparative scrolls over here. Same thing. The women back then, it adds on here, as far as gender, women were typically responsible for the household management, often educated in accomplishments like music and embroidery, and just upbringing to groom their daughters to, etc.
Yeah, there was a role expectation.
Yeah. So it's with men typically working as the breadwinners and women managing the household. Marriage was also closely linked to social class, and women rarely married into lower social classes.
Oh, yeah.
Bird of a feather, fuck together.
I'm sure that was a major thing all throughout life is status, social status.
Oh, yeah.
So in the 1700s,
who you were allowed to hang out with, who you were allowed to be friends with or marry, all that.
So the 1700s was different for people depending on their social classes, gender, and location.
Right.
Typically, back then. In fact, probably even now.
No, in some,
Shoot, man.
In some countries, yeah.
1700s, they were... to go back to the 1500s, you got to think about it. If you can get away with... Can you imagine going back in time? If you were to say, hey, I want to go back in time and I want to bring, like, a weapon, whatever it is, I don't give a fuck what it is. Something like a MAC-10 gun or some gun or something that would make you an elite where you can just, like, not be taken advantage of.
I rule the country now.
Well, I'm not saying... Look, I'm not saying
you would run out of bullets. You can't take a gun necessarily.
No, whatever. But what I am. Yes, you can, and I'm not saying you have to take over everybody. But you can if you bring something that can at least. I'm not saying euthanize something. I'm just saying if someone's trying to take over your house, you'd be able to defend yourself, and you can actually get a little revenge and have the upper hand.
Like a chainsaw.
That is kind
I would
of...
That would frighten them.
I would bring...
especially when you chop someone in half and they saw that.
I think
they'd run away in terror.
The chainsaw would not last as long because you'd have to have a lot of gas for that.
Yeah, you got to have fuel.
And you'll be bullet.
And
there's no electricity.
Down.
They got oil back then.
I would bring throwing stars.
Mr. Producer just put up there, what about the bourbon back there? Oh, you know what? You could actually start a bourbon thing.
I would buy apple stock.
That wasn't around in the 1500s.
Damn it. When was it? 1600s?
All right, what's next year? We can do 18? We're going to go right into 18?
All right. Let me do the last one. Are we doing 1800s or 1900s? This is the last one.
Let's do 18 because 19 is too easy.
All right. I have the funny version. Pros, if you like machines and soot, this was the century. It says, if you like machines and soot,
and you're an Irish immigrant,
this was the century for you. Industrial Revolution brought new jobs. You might even earn enough to afford an extra spoon. Railroads connected places you'd never even heard of. Charles Dickens was writing novels so you could feel better about how hard his fictional life was. The cons were factories didn't exactly have OSHA, so you could lose a finger and maybe gain a lung condition in a single shift.
They call it the hand-to-mouth existence.
Cities were so packed you could barely move without tripping over someone unless you were royalty. You'd probably spend your life in a single tenement, and at least you had public libraries. Oh, wait, you couldn't read.
So they have subcategories that AR produced for the life in the 1800s. Family rows, food, domestic technology, living conditions, entertainment, farming, cities. Cities back then, a traditional city be just under 1810, just under 100,000, 96,000.
Like Philadelphia kind of a place.
Yeah, just average cities. That's
miserable.
In the United States. But
Frisco's bigger than that.
But that is in the United States. I'm kind of curious what the
what London was.
London, Africa, or Switzerland, or those kind of places.
Like Copenhagen,
Denmark, Sweden, whatever. I'm just saying other parts of the planet. It's not all the same. We had a lot of different things going on here in the United States. The only thing we had to worry about was as far as outside influences were like the people that were here. I don't want to call them indigenous because I think that's stupid. I'm not. Look. I'm not a proponent. Look, people are going to be mad. I don't give a fuck. It sucks when a country gets taken over. If the United States gets taken over, you know what? It is what it is. The people in Ukraine are mad because someone's taken over their land. There is what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's constantly evolving. The Earth has constantly evolved before history.
The entire Earth.
You can't sit there and say
have been conquering each
that
other.
Indians deserve this, they deserve that. You know what? Look, Indians were just savage people. Everyone was savage. So you can't sit there and say that. And I feel bad that my forefathers came in and did what they did. I don't condone it at all. 100% I don't condone it. But it happened. They came in and they commandeered the place, and that's just the way it goes. It sucks. Someone's going to come in and commandeer us eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, They are doing that, but we're not going to talk about politics in the second half. But they're coming right now. They're coming for your land. They're coming for you. They're coming for your daughter, Chuck. You know what I'm saying?
They're already taking over apartment complexes.
There you go, in Denver.
Yes.
All right, well, this is interesting. So the 1800s, do we want to go up to the 19th, or is that the last one?
I think we're ready to talk about bourbon.
Oh.
Yes.
So Luca Mariano.
This is a revisit for us.
It is.
It is, and I will tell you, it did not. I found it enjoyable the first time. I'm finding it enjoyable the second time. I will tell you, the first time when we were at Total Wine, the price point was higher, over $100. The price point now is about 40% less.
Really?
Correct. The fact it's on the get the fuck out of my.
I don't
store?
remember spending $100 on.
I
this
think it was like
bottle.
$90.
Oh, bitch, please! It's about $100. What the fuck?
You said over 100.
Over 100. You said
okay,
pushing,
whatever.
You said pushing 300.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. The
it's a
point is,
grand.
it was expensive, and it's dropped down a bunch. So
I think.
I wonder if we're going to see that as a trend.
I think it's starting. I don't think it's widespread yet, but I think there's some distilleries or companies that are struggling.
I think the bourbon market is overpriced in general.
Well,
across the board.
I mean, look, there's a lot that has to go into it.
It's
The
saturated.
single barrel select Luca Mariano select bourbon, the Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey with barrel strength of 123.2 proof. This bottle is, it's elegant. The bottle's elegant.
Oh yeah,
It's embossed beautifully. It's got a nice cap on it. It's got a lot of elegance. It's the taste.
it's a very small operation, right? Very small.
Look! I got to
believe
tell
it
you.
is.
Let's dive into this because I've pulled a lot off of this, and I haven't. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna pull real quick.
I know when I first did this, the nose, I was getting a lot of floral off of it. Almost
Like a botanical kind of.
yeah.
floral?
When I first stuck my nose in there, I was like, it smells like soap. When I was thinking like the real flowery type soap. I'm not picking it up now.
Kind of like the
but-
1700 bath.
Yes, we threw like roses and shit. It wasn't rose, but I was picking up a lot of floral notes
What
on
a
it.
dog.
And not now. Now that it's sat for a while, I'm picking up a little more of the standard shit.
So I'm not impressed with this. The first time I don't recall what I voted on this or rated this, but I'm not. First of all, I'm not kicking it out of the bed. I don't think it's worth $100, $90, whatever.
Right.
I think it fits in right around $60. It's got an interesting taste. Do we have it on there?
The proof is 123.2.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's
so
hot.
it's not.
And
It's not.
it's got some taste in there. I just need some help deciphering what that taste is because I'm tasting licorice. I'm tasting hard notes. These aren't soft. The subtle ones that Jeff spoke of, the floral, is they're there. They're on the top. But what falls below that is earth, and I'm trying to really dig
Well, that was
through
on the nose. I'm not tasting floral.
It does seem a little harsh to me.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
There is some harshness on the finish that I'm picking up.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And it's
It's definitely not a mixer. I wouldn't mix this with.
Oh no,
You know,
and
123 proof.
for 123 proof, I expected a little bit more from it. I think I'd probably give this a 6. I don't know what
Did you
hold
rate,
on. This was 7 years, 10 months, and 6 days.
Do you have our previous ratings on this one by chance? I think we rated a long time ago.
I'm still gonna rate it.
You don't have it?
I'd give this a 6 for me.
Yeah. All right. So this is in the 123 range, and this is
Yeah.
usually pretty tight competition. I'll be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of richness and depth, and like just us being thrilled with it.
I mean, you're starting to get into the stag and the rare character rooms.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can't go higher than I can't go as high as 6'5". But I'm with you. I'm like 6'2", maybe
Right.
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah. Unfortunately,
That's as high as I could go.
I'm disappointed. I really am. The elegance that it portrays visually isn't in the juice, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with Jeff and you. I'm going to put it around 6'2". No, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm going to say 5'9".
Oh wow!
Yeah, no. Seriously, this is Look, we're talking about categories, right?
That's bordering on offensive.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
No, it's still above 5.
I'm kidding. It's not offensive.
It's still better than average.
You know what? Again, I know I say this every time when we rate bourbons or whatever, but if I'm at a friend's house and he's got this in a decanter and I don't even know what it is, right? And he pours me a glass or he pours it on a cube, I'm going to enjoy it.
Of course.
I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to be like, oh, that's not bad. That kind of thing. But it's not going to be like, damn, what is this?
Right.
You know what I mean? I would be like, oh, that's nice.
Do they distill their own stuff? It says distilled and aged in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's a Kentucky bourbon, no question.
Yeah, but is it it's distilled in...
It's not MGP. It could be Heaven's Hill. It could be
I'm just...
Brown
It
Foreman.
is not.
It's just...
It's its own distillery, by the way.
The thing is that it's got that earth tone that you just can't get past. I mean...
This is not
it's like a charcoal kind of filter kind of taste.
Yeah, this is not a sub-brand, though. I mean, I remember when I was looking at places to go, remember? Because we were very late to booking distillery tours.
Yeah.
And this one popped up on our route relatively.
This one?
Yeah. It was on our route, and I was like, but they didn't even do tours.
They're in Plymouth, Michigan.
No.
Well, it says bottled by Luca Mariano Distillery LLC, Plymouth.
Well, that's Michigan. That's
I know for a fact that they have
distilled and aged in Kentucky.
Right.
But it doesn't say it's by them.
How can it be distilled and bottled in Kentucky but distilled in Michigan? That makes no sense.
That's what it says on the back of the bottle.
Well, you just said it was distilled and bottled in Kentucky.
Hold on. So AI Overview says Luca Mariano Distillery is located in Danville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
All right, location is Danville,
why does it
Kentucky.
say Plymouth?
So maybe bottled, but Kentucky straight bourbon and rye whiskey. The distillery is named for the Francisco's son Luca Mariano, who's named after Francisco's grandfather Mariano Viola. Mariano taught Francisco how to distill brandy and whiskey. Brandy. That's probably where that taste comes from.
Farm to bottle, so yeah, they do it.
So the distillery is located in a 553 acre farm that includes the oldest stuff. 553 acres. God bless. I think that
I wish they were more clear on their bottles.
It's very small operation.
So I will tell you this.
I wish these bottles would say we distill our own shit.
Right.
Yeah. But I will tell you, Jeff.
But where does the Michigan thing come from? I don't understand.
Well, that's where they're incorporated, baby.
Maybe headquarters. But so, Jeff, you brought up the floral thing, and that's kind of tied in because these guys look. This is what Ironroot has riding on their coattails is the cognacs and brandies, and this seems to come from the same family a little bit. I don't agree with on the recipes on this one, but the floral thing and the botanical. In fact, I had brought that up to that high dollar cognac guy that it did at Total Wine, the class that cost $3,500 a bottle. This guy came in. He was. I'll talk about this on one of the next podcasts, but he had an interesting story. I'm about to send him an email because I got his personal email address and a photo of him. I'm going to send it and say I appreciate you, blah blah blah. But he brought up some good points about the floral content of the cognacs and how it kind of went into some of the brandies. And the fact that you mentioned that and it's tied into this and the Luca Mariano venture, I don't know, man.
I mean, but if it's not aged in a cognac barrel
or brandy barrel, you said
brandy. If it's not
but
aged in a weird barrel, then you're not
going to. But we don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah,
it's got the floral content for
what's
something.
the mash bill?
Yeah, it's unavailable.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine it's the standard mash bill. All
right, let's firm up on the rating here. You said
I said 6.
You said 6.
I said 6.2.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll split it. I'll be 6.1. I wouldn't kick it out of bed, but I probably I'm not gonna buy this one again. We'll wait for the next version to come out. It's good. It's delightful, but no.
There's the Rick House on the screen right there.
Oh, look at that.
That's
got nice little burp. They come for money. Look, obviously they got fancy bottles. They got fancy website and a little
drone action here.
flying into that Rick house.
Dan
Got Dan Campbell out there. All right, Dudes Like Us is kicking off another second half of the podcast, October 29th. It's the last week of October. Halloween's popping up right around the corner. We told you.
Thanksgiving's coming.
Fucking shit it is.
No shit. It'll be here so quick.
Yes.
As usual, Mr. Producer Austin, you are the man. Thank you, sir, for being laser focused on this. Dudes Like Us, I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
I am Jeff.